And Bury's Gareth Seddon did it with a high degree of skill. And then, with the final whistle approaching, it was no time for Lincoln City to be sut. But once again, after the ball had been played into the business area, it needed a good finish. Steve Holmes supplied that. Moments later, the whistle ended a good 1-1 draw.
Rochdale are unbeaten at home and look set to preserve that record when Richard Jobson scored a rare goal. I don't think he had quite as many grey hairs when he last found the net. With 20 minutes left, Kieran Durkin's free kick got a helpful deflection which left Alan Marriott stranded. Lincoln 2-0 down. Dead and buried? Not a bit of it. They kept plugging away. Tony Battersby was brought on for the final few minutes, and what an impact he made. It looked likely to be little more than a consolation when he scored in the final minute. But Lincoln had other ideas, and in stoppage time, Battersby was instrumental in ensuring the points were shared. His shot beaten away, only for Steve Holmes to smack home the rebound. 2-2, and Rochdale left kicking themselves.
Lincoln could have been excused for being a little slow off the blocks at Southend after their thrilling midweek FA Cup penalty shootout drama at Bury. But Lee Thorpe showed little sign of tiredness to shoot the Imps ahead with his first goal since returning from suspension. But almost inevitably, the Shrimpers were level after just a couple of minutes. A good move down the left, and informed Tesfaye Bramble nipped in for his 5th goal in 6 games. But Bramble came within a whisker of gifting the Imps all 3 points with a wild clearance, which could have gone anywhere.
This was one of those games that fans won't be talking about for years to come, but it produced 3 valuable points for Lincoln. The first half penalty was given for Darren Tinson's arm on Tony Battersby's head. 2 Mac lads were booked for protesting about the perceived injustice, and Battersby rubbed salt into the wound. Former Rotherham striker Lee Glover wasn't far away from a leveller for the Silkmen, but Lincoln held on to move above them in the table. Last season, these sides were battling for survival. This time around, they're comfortably clear and they put on a decent show for the fans. Lincoln were ahead after 29 minutes, Lee Thorpe's 11th goal of the season. Carlisle had gone to Sincil Bank unbeaten in their previous 4 away games, and Steve Soley came close to an equaliser, but Andy Marriott was equal to his bullet header. There were plenty of chances around, and here's the Division 3 goalmouth scramble of the day, the woodwork and the keeper keeping Lincoln at bay. But in stoppage time, they went 2-0 up. Paul Smith picked out the unmarked Tony Battersby for a routine header. Carlisle weren't out of it though, and straight from the second half kick-off they pulled one back. Mark Birch's ball looked innocuous enough, but Brendan McGill stuck out a toe to make it 2-1. Lincoln made sure of the points 8 minutes from time though. Justin Walker's becoming something of a goal machine. This is 2nd in a week after going almost a year without scoring. Something of a pleasant change for the gaffer.
Really at the club, the strikers score or nobody else, you know. I think Justin's had a magnificent game today. Nice to see him score. That's 2 goals in a year, so we won't get carried away with that, will we?
This isn't the Division 3 goalmouth scramble of the day, although it's a close contender. Kidderminster just couldn't find a way through after the Emmanuel Petit lookalike Bo Henriksen hit the post. Lincoln are on a dismal run. They're without a win in 9 games, and they went behind on 48 minutes to what was the pinball moment of the match. Drew Broughton claimed the goal with the help of a couple of deflections for his 2nd in as many games. Lincoln all but ended Kidderminster's playoff hopes with a last-minute equaliser. Not exactly the prettiest of goals either from substitute Dave Cameron, but they all count. And when it's your first goal in 3 months, they're all well worth celebrating. Raise awareness for their financial plight, having gone into administration this week. They were at the ground for kick-off though, and half an hour later Lee Thorpe put them ahead. 2 bites at the cherry saw him get his 13th of the campaign. Rochdale went to Sincil Bank, already assured of a playoff place, but still with an outside sniff of automatic promotion, and recent signing Paul Simpson got the equal.